I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I spend my life with you.
Mother's Day is around the corner. Indulge in the beauty of internal rose arrangements, now adorned with irresistible discounts of up to 70% off the average market price. You guys, use my code H4HT with their website in the description box down below for 20% off your order. Rose Forever is a New York-based brand launched in 2019. They design luxurious rose boxes with natural roses that stay fresh and gorgeous for at least a year. Each rose is handcrafted by professional flower artisans and treated with natural oil to preserve its freshness and beauty. Rose Forever has developed 8 collections over the past 5 years. Now is the perfect time to get your mother a Mother's Day gift. Having designed over 10 hat box options, including black, velvet, pink, suede, vegan friendly, plain, high quality, black cardboard, and more, you guys have plenty of options to choose from. Like I said, use my code H4HT. Click the link below. What up, ho? We in other people business, and we gotta talk about a little bit, but a lot of bit. A little bit, but a lot of bit. I really don't have much to talk about, but I do want to come to y'all and talk about Carlos King. Sorry, y'all might hear my cat next to me, child. She's a hater. She's sitting on my paperwork right here, making a whole lot of damn noise. But I want to talk about Carlos King in this Love and Marriage Detroit show going on their 4th season. Going on their 4th episode and now doing the reunion. And people in the comment section basically just asking questions, wanting to know what's going on. So somebody had commented on Instagram, because y'all know that the show came on Saturdays. So shout out to Reality TV Entertainment, because they be posting the video clips over on their Instagram page. And this person got in the comment section on their Instagram page and was like, how the fuck are we already at the reunion and they only gave us 3 to 4 episodes? I'm surprised that y'all still watching, truth be told. Girl, but just to sum it up, because I've been seeing it in every video that I've talked about Love and Marriage Detroit, they have literally been showing the episodes that was filmed 2 years ago, damn near. Literally, 1.5 years to 2 years ago. So I don't understand why they didn't. I don't know what the fuck is going on, okay? But what I do know is at the reunion, one of the husbands gonna tell Anthony that he loved talking about the D. That was the shade that we needed, because Anthony, we all think that you are in a lavender marriage. Like, you are the lamest person on that show. I literally cannot stand you. You are the reason why majority of the people don't even watch the show. Let's just be honest. Like, Anthony is so insufferable. I seen him that one episode of Love and Marriage Detroit. I seen him that one episode, and I could never, ever, ever, ever watch it again. His mental spear talking points, he is just so aggravating, diabolical, annoying. I can't stand his fat looking teddy bear looking ass face. And I'm not talking about the cute teddy bears. I'm talking about them teddy bears that got the X's and the O's on their face. But let's move on. While we're talking about X's and O's, girl, I am coming to y'all to talk about Brenay tomorrow. We have to talk about Brenay, okay, girl? But Brenay is still over there on her bullshit. Akira had filed a few motions, okay? She filed a motion to continue, so a continuance, because Brenay is stalling. She also filed another motion of contempt, because apparently Brenay ain't turning in the information in the paperwork or not answering the questions or half-assing. So we're gonna have to break that down, but we're gonna have to do that tomorrow, y'all. I've been so busy. I'm so frustrated, y'all. If y'all are over on my Instagram, then y'all saw that I had posted a picture and let y'all know that my dang on car had messed up yesterday. I think it was the tire rod or something like that. Girl, I don't speak car, okay? I don't speak mechanic, whatever. But something happened with the tire rod, whatever, girl. And so, like, that's been annoying. Y'all know I've been super, super busy. So, I've been meaning to catch up with y'all and talk to y'all about the Brenay stuff. But specifically, more importantly, this interview that Melody Shari did, she had posted this over on her Instagram stories like 3 or 4 days ago. And that's when I went over there, got the article, and I wanted to talk about it, but I never got a chance to talk about it. So I'm going to leave the clip here in case you guys missed it. I'm going to be real with y'all, okay? I got majority of the clip right here in this video because I was planning on breaking her video down on a live and just talking about it because I thought I really liked the interview. So if y'all are interested in that, we'll do that tomorrow, as well as talk about Brenay and Akira. Y'all get in the comment section though. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. I know it's a lot of shit going on over on the YouTube streets, girl, but I'm trying to look, y'all. Stay up. Stay up.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Melody Shari, all right? Songstress, songwriter, serial entrepreneur right here in Huntsville, Alabama.
Absolutely. And I think it's really apropos that you were in Selma recently for the 60th anniversary of the Edmund Pettus Bridge Bloody Sunday. And because you were born and raised in Alabama, not that far away, and not only were you born and raised in Alabama, you thrived and became a very successful businesswoman in Alabama. A story that is not told enough. So it was kind of apropos that you fulfilled the American dream, and then still went back to celebrate the 60th anniversary of Selma. Tell me, how was the experience there?
Okay, so, well, it was actually held in Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery, okay.
Yeah, but that's where the march happened, from Montgomery, from Selma to Montgomery. So, it made sense, but it was amazing to be a part as they commemorated the 60th anniversary. It was super, super amazing. So many amazing, intelligent leaders that are born and raised in Alabama that's often overlooked, That's one of the reasons, even whenever I first had the notion and idea to want to try to highlight Alabama on a national television network, the reason was because I wanted to show that, hey, despite what the narrative may be, we have beautiful, successful entrepreneurs, people who are thriving, who look like us right here in Alabama. So being able to be a part, because it was history in the making again, but to be in Montgomery and be a part, where a lot of that history took place, and just honoring people who were a part of that process. It was super, super heartwarming. And I was really just blessed to be in the room.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, your mom is an author, correct?
Yes, she is.
Yes. And so she probably talked to you over the years when you were growing up about her experiences in the Deep South in Alabama during a not so good time, segregation, Jim Crowism, whatever. How did that inform your childhood and how you grew up to be?
So I actually grew up about an hour south of Montgomery. I'm in Huntsville now, but I grew up about an hour south of Montgomery. And, my community, Brundage, super small, super, super small, one red light. I tell people that all the time, super small. And fortunately, for the most part, I was not faced a lot with, racism and, just the feelings of those, being treated differently, right? And maybe that's because it was so small. Everybody was kind of like family, you know what I mean? But I do know my mother had her share of incidents, where she stood up. She was the first female to play on her high school baseball team back then. And, there were some other things with the police department in the city of Brundage where my mom took a stand. And while she didn't become the first female officer, it opened the door for someone else that they ended up choosing. So, just being able to be someone who leads, I encourage everybody to do that. Never follow what everybody else is doing. I always try to be a leader. And so I feel like that's something that's just in my DNA.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And was it your mom who installed you, your parents installed, your mom that installed in you that sense of that entrepreneurial spirit? Because right
Yeah,
now,
absolutely.
and
Yeah, absolutely. So growing up, like I remember at one point she had a cleaning business. At one point she had a trucking business. So I definitely was around and able to see what entrepreneurship looked like. So I saw that with my own two eyes. My uncles, my grandfather, they're all farmers. And so I saw them handling their business as well. They didn't go into a corporate job, so to speak, and working 8 to 5. And so I did see that. I was privy to that. And so, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, those experiences that you get to see and witness as a child definitely shapes you as an adult.
absolutely. And so then moving further along, you went to
Hmm.
school in Alabama, college,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then you became a school teacher, but you always had entrepreneurship in the back of your mind. Tell me how you balanced that and how you made that transition, which is the culmination of the American dream, which is to work for yourself and make a lot of money while providing a service for someone. So tell me how you make.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, so I went to college at Alabama A&M University, HBCU. I graduated in 3.5 years, 3.97 GPA, and I went on to teach for 3.5 years. My degree is in secondary education, English language arts, and to this day, I still love teaching. I have a property preservation class where I've created over 1,000 entrepreneurs since 2020 when I started my class. So I still get a chance to do that I love, which is teach and educate and help people just become their best selves, right? But after I was in the teaching field, I knew that for the level of living that I wanted to experience and the level of giving that I wanted to experience, that salary was not going to do it. It just was not going to do it.
Uh-uh.
And so, yeah, it wasn't going to do it. So while I was teaching, I was running a lawn care business and a cleaning business at the same time. And eventually I got into property preservation in 2010. And a few months, 3, 4 months after that, I resigned from teaching altogether and totally focused on my entrepreneurship goals. And so the transition for me, and I would tell anyone, when you're going into something new, you try it out, see how it goes. At first, try to balance it with your 9 to 5. I always say, don't leave for show money to get more money and end up with no money. Okay, that's not what we're trying to do. So give it a shot doing both first. And when it gets to the point where your business has grown so much to the point where you can't do both things, that's whenever you make that final decision.
Absolutely. And so this really kind of ties back into the 60th anniversary of Selma, because that's what our forefathers and mothers, our ancestors, were fighting for. The previous generation that came before us were fighting for the opportunities that you experienced. And
Yeah,
because of,
opportunities, the freedom, opportunities to vote, our voting rights, and being treated equally, and being seen, being heard, and I feel like whenever you are in entrepreneurship and you're able to then make certain moves in the community, you're seen more, you're heard more, your platform grows, so you're able to make more change, right? So all of that matters, but at the end of the day, it all is here now because of the people who sacrificed us for us prior to.
and that's why you felt it was important to be a part of that, to be involved.
Oh,
Absolutely.
oh
And
yeah. When they asked, it was no hesitation. Joe Geist hit up my PR, and when they mentioned it and asked, I actually ended up in Montgomery twice that week. There was a women's empowerment luncheon that I was a speaker for as well, and then I went back a couple of days later to host, the commemoration of the anniversary from the march from Selma to Montgomery. But no hesitation in the fact that Mayor Reed, who was also heavily Mayor of Montgomery, heavily a part of the event. We were able to honor and recognize those individuals, the freedom fighters, and just discuss and show a video of some of the historical moments that took place back then, all the way to when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. also got involved, right?
right.
And on that third march, finally they made it all the way through with the troops moving to the side and letting them through. So, all of that was just beautiful. And it just really lets you know it doesn't matter how tough something is. If you really, really, really want it, you keep going and you keep going, and victory will be yours.
Absolutely. You ever think about that? Because I went to the 50th anniversary in Selma,
Mhm.
when President Obama honored uh, the legend John Lewis, Congressman John
Mm,
Lewis, and
yeah.
the drive was far. Can you imagine walking from Selma to Montgomery?
No, I know. I mean, I will say our ancestors, their tenacity and just, their willpower is something that we all can learn from in this generation. They weren't people easily to give up. And what we've got to do is know that that is in our DNA. It's in our bloodline. We've got to tap into it.
Absolutely. So, talk
Mhm.
to us about moving forward with you in terms of uh, is it Holt Enterprises?
So, yes, no. So actually, I have Seventh Avenue Beauty, which
Okay.
is my beauty, body, hair, and skincare line, and that has been going very well. I actually just got back. That's why I'm a little hoarse now. I actually just got back from LA Sunday because I hosted an 8-hour TikTok live where I sold products. I do that at least once a month,
Okay.
where I sell my skincare and body care products. And so things are going really well. Things are going well, and I'm still the reason why I wanted to get out of the teaching field. So again, like I told you, the level of living and giving I wanted to do, I still find ways and time to give back to my community. I was just at a local school recently that's predominantly Black and participated and read to the students for Dr. Seuss Week. So I am enjoying being in a place where I have the freedom to do those things that matter most to me
Yes.
and those things that are most important.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced.
It's not
It's
in
not
It's not in
That's why I'm